What's up, world? AHAT Washington President, Rome 206, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Northwest, you know, everybody that fucks with us. Lions Battle League, 4MCs, by MCs, Portland, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. But I'm over here doing a little blog about predictions on the our NorthWestMania event. It's March 14th at Dante's, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's 18 and up, 15, per person. But it's gonna be event that's gonna be cracking all day. 13 battles plus performances. You know what I'm saying? So March 14th at Dante's. NorthWestMania. If this event, is a success, we're gonna probably make the NorthWestMania annually, like yearly and stuff. So we'll see how this works out. But I'm gonna talk about all the battles, probably by order, by what time we doing. By order of what battle's going first to the last. So we're gonna open up at 2 p.m. Doors open at 2:30. We're gonna start the very first battle. 2:30 sharp. So I want all the battlers to be there at least around 2 o'clock or 2 something. But our battle that starts at 2:30 will be Lance Corona, originally coming from Texas, but he's been in Washington for a little while now. So he's getting back in the ring. He has a couple battles in the Texas League, Texas division, but he'll be going up against Taylor Martin. He's been. If you're familiar with the Washington battle scene, you'll know who Taylor Martin is. He got real unorthodox style. His battles might be weird appearances sometimes, but he can actually rap. He can actually entertain a crowd, and his battles are really funny. So Lance Corona, I seen a couple of his battles. I can't say I was really impressed, but I believe that each battler can always grow and get better within each battle. But he's cool. But he's going up against Tay Martin. Tay's last battle was probably against Jay the Nightwing. And even though it was a one-rounder, Tay Martin still came with it. He still did his thing. So 2:30 is the very first battle. Lance Corona versus Tay Martin. Texas versus Washington. I'll probably have to get that slight edge to Tay Martin. Just because what I've seen, I'm familiar with him and his battles and stuff, and I've already seen Lance Corona's battles. I wouldn't really put somebody on a card unless they have footage. So Lance Corona, he's cool, but he's almost like a Texas version of Tay. So they're both unorthodox, So it's gonna be a real crazy battle. So looking forward to that one. After that, we'll be going. After that battle, we're gonna get straight into the second battle of the evening. Hold on, get my son up here. This is my son Samuel. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. He's just chilling, you know what I'm saying. But after that battle, we're gonna have Ra. Ra is coming out of Alaska. Shout out to Word to the Wise Battle League and stuff. Ra's probably had like 3 or 4 battles at the Alaska Battle League, Word to the Rise. So he's also had a battle which was co-hosted by Daylight. So Ra's cool. He got a little cool lyrical approach, style and stuff. But he will be going up against Orbit. Orbit, he probably has 1-2 footage under Northwest Battle League out of Portland, because Orbit's coming out of MC Orbit. He's coming out of Portland. So he has a couple cool battles. I can't really call this one, but if I was to pick a winner, shout out to both MCs, by the way, I would probably go with Ra, just because it looks like he's had more experience in handling bigger crowds. Orbit's 2 footages battles were filmed at a park, so I don't know how. The crowd didn't look that deep over there in that footage, but Ra's battles. He's battling in front of a lot of people, and I think he has more footage, and he's probably a little more consistent. Not really impressed with both these MCs, but I feel like they can come in swinging, almost like what King Curtis and Improv did when they came, in AHAT Washington and stuff. But that should be a good battle. It's two new faces, you know what I'm saying? And, March 14th, shout out to Raw and Albert. After that battle, we're going to go into, coming out of Bremerton, Mama Lena. She'll be going out up against 4MCs, by MCs battler Diverse. Diverse is, thing about that battle, it's going to be a female versus male battle. Diverse, I checked out a couple of his footage. He's pretty dope. He's had battles with King Hush and I forgot the other names, but he's had some good battles with a few good names. This is I guess last 4MCs by MCs event is when he made his return after 1 year hiatus, and he did his thing. I think he battled Empty Money, but Diverse ended up coming out the winner. But he's making his return after a year, so he's gonna be battling up against Mama Lena. Mama Lena has only had one battle with us. She was set to battle this girl named Baby J at the Saturday night live event at Alki Beach, but Baby J, for personal issues, she didn't show up. So Mama Lena actually accepted to do a battle against Fatality, and for a little 1 round freestyle battle, they both came with it, and she'll spit in a couple things, but I haven't really seen her in battle form when she's written, so I probably have to give the slight edge to Diverse, just based off because he has more experience. But hopefully she can prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But she has some dope lines. But we got to hear what she has when she has her written stuff for her opponent. So that should be a good one. After that, after that battle, we'll be going up against. Next battle will be SOS versus Sean Kidd. SOS, he's pretty known in the hip hop community in Olympia. He's repping 4MCs by MCs. He's probably one of the other than Heretic, that's probably well known. Heretic and AKA, that's probably well known in the music scene in Olympia. He's been doing this thing. He got a couple good freestyles, you know what I'm saying? I kicked it with him at a couple events, where we all had ciphers, little freestyle, It's always a hip hop community base when every time you go to Olympia and stuff, But shout out to 4MCs by MCs. But this will be SOS debut battle for AHAT Washington. He'll be going up against newcomer Sean Kidd, coming out Seattle. Sean Kidd, he only has. This was he was set to battle December 27th against The Attraction. But The Attraction canceled, last minute. He canceled the day of the event. So I let Sean Kidd know about it. I wasn't aware of The Attraction's cancellation until I got to the event. But that's when I let Sean Kidd know. So since Sean Kidd came with all his people in deep, we told him, at least spit a round or a freestyle. So he spit a freestyle. We recorded it on cam and we released it and stuff. And what I heard so far was, it was pretty dope. He's cool, you know what I'm saying? But it was good for a freestyle little thing. But battle wise, I haven't seen him yet. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he comes out swinging. So that should be a real good one. Sean Kidd, he got that like new kind of swag, you know what I'm saying, little hip hop swag and stuff. He's pretty dope, you know what I'm saying, with that freestyle he spit. But that's gonna be a good battle going up against SOS. After that battle, we'll be going into Dasani versus Lane. You know what I'm saying? This is a battle that was also supposed to happen at the December 27th event, but some personal issues, it couldn't go down. But this should be a real good one. Dasani's been around the Washington battle scene for a long time, since the beginning of the Alliance Battle League days, you know what I'm saying? So he comes around that era, But he's probably had a lot of good battles with battlers, like Blue Jacket, a couple other names, even El Solo and stuff. But and D-Fly, which was his debut AHAT Washington battle on the next Friday event, and he killed it. You know what I'm saying? So he's making a second showing up against, coming all the way from Portland, young up and comer Lane. Thing about Lane, he's had probably 2 battles with AHAT Washington. You know, probably it was both 1-rounders and, you know, like last minute kind of thing. So you know, there's some stuff, flaws he need to work on, but, you know, within each battle, I see, you know, a lot of potential in him, and, you know, he doesn't come up to a battle and choke, or, you know, even if it's last minute, he'll still spit his stuff. But, you know, there's a couple things he need to work on, and I think he can be great. You know what I'm saying? I already talked to him about that. But with this battle, his first 3-round battle in AHAT Washington against Dasani, it should be a real good battle. That one will be based off, I can predict that battle. No, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, prove me wrong, but I'll probably leaning towards Dasani in this battle, just because Dasani is more experienced, and he's been in a lot of big battles before. Lane, you know, no, I'm not throwing no shade at Lane. Lane is talented, but, you know, that's just my opinion, who, you know, might come out the victor. But, you know, prove me wrong, Lane. But shout out to both MCs. After that, we're going to have AM coming all the way from Portland, you know, a young up-and-comer. He's going up against LS. LS Tacoma, he's a known battler, but he was around, you know, the early days of ABL, Lions Battle League, but he took like a 2-year hiatus. And now he's back. You know, his first battle coming back was with us against AM. You know, I'm not AM. Who did he battle? He battled somebody. Oh yeah, Fatality. Which Fatality, you know, he didn't. It wasn't a good, you know, showing. But LS, he killed it. You know what I'm saying? LS has always been, you know, one of those battlers that just hit punch after punch, and then he just got that, you know, like that swag to go with it. But he's always, you know, he got a gutter style. AM, he's coming. He kind of remind me of that one battle rapper that used to battle for Grind Time Northwest, from Seattle, H-Bomb. You know, kind of like a lyrical. He comes into the battles. He's also dissing you, but he got that lyrical, you know, like that Guru Gangstar, rest in peace, by the way, but like that kind of Guru Gangstar, Curtis Blow kind of, you know, like that, you know what I'm saying, like that lyrical approach. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, his style is, you know, really different from a lot of other cats, which is good, by the way. And he's probably had some good showings. His first 2 battles, he's had 2 battles with us in AHAT Washington against Real and he did pretty good in those battles. He has, and DL Murray, he did pretty good in those battles. They were both only 1 round. I mean, no, the battle with him and DL Murray was a 1 round. But, you know, he still came with it. You know, shout out to AM. I think this should be a good match, AM versus LS. But if I was, you know, to probably pick a winner for that one, I'm probably leaning towards Ellis, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to AM, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see this, you know, there's a battle I'm kind of looking forward to. Shout out to both MCs, by the way, and Portland and, you know what I'm saying, Tacoma, you know, kind of battle right here. But after that, we're going to go into a little intermission, and then we're going to have Hush. King Hush Hush, the homie, shout out to the homie King Hush Hush. He's gonna perform his one of his singles, Attitude Problem. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty dope song, you know, when he released it a while ago. Got a lot of good plays. I think it's a pretty good song. So he's gonna perform that, and after that we're just gonna probably have like a 5 more, you know, like a 5 more minutes intervention, you know, break or something, and then we're gonna get right into the first main event, which will be King Hush Hush versus Vocab. Whew, this is gonna be a crazy one. If you're not really familiar with the grind time scene, you know, before, you know, KOTD and you know, URL. I mean, URL has always been around, but before like the KOTD, Fresh Coast Buzz, you know, there was grind time.